Forever dear Mayor Annaliz Gonzales-Kwan. Let's give her a big round of applause. Honorable Jonathan Clement Abalos, the Assistant Minority Floor Leader, representative of 4-Piece Party List, the Honorable Maria Fe Arabunda, our very own representative of the Lone District of Eastern Samar. I would just like to recognize Governor Ben P. Ibardoni, represented here by our very own beautiful Vice Governor Maria Caridad Sison Gotisan, members of the Provincial Board, of course, my very supportive Vice Mayor of the Municipality of Kiwan, Vice Mayor Veronica Cabacaba Ramirez, and equally ever supportive members of the Sangguniang Bayan of Kiwan, the barangay captains of the Municipality of Kiwan, particularly in Golos. I see Honorable Tamtam Somoray and Honorable Cesar Labutam of Sulangan. Police Colonel Junicio Maestre of the Philippine National Police, the Deputy Provincial Director, the Armed Forces of the Philippines, represented here by Lieutenant Colonel Alan Tria, LGU department heads, teachers, students, and of course, our guests, historian, Dr. Rolando Borinaga, who is instrumental para mahibalik ang balang higabels nga niya atong Eastern Samar. Mga hinigugma ko na diwananon, men in uniform, people from the media, hayo nga tanan, maupay nga aga. We are gathered here again to commemorate the 502nd anniversary of one of the world's most momentous occasion in the history of the world. The first circumnavigation of the world. Ang primero nga pakalibot han kalibutan hintaw. This is our third year of conducting commemorative events in this particular place. The Samar historical marker marking the route of Magellan in the Philippines. The first Magellan's route historical marker in the Philippine archipelago that symbolizes the sighting of Samar Island. This is our third year in this place, but we have been commemorating the landing of Magellan for many, many years. This led me to reflect on our commemorations. Kay ano naging sisilibrar ta ini nga event? Why do we celebrate and commemorate the sighting of Samar, the anchoring in Suluan, and Philippine-Spanish contact in Homonhon? Ano nga ni ang aton ginsisilibrar? What are we celebrating? Is it the quote-unquote the discovery of these islands by one of the world's most important explorers? Is it the foreign explorers themselves? Is it Ferdinand Magellan? Or what he brought to us? What he initiated? What he started? Or is it the role that these islands and her people played in the global historical stage? Are we celebrating our ancestors and their deeds? In the lead-up to the 2021 Quincentennial commemorations, the world readied itself to honor this major feat in history Numerous preparations were made across the world. Labi na didto han mga ginagian han expedition han mga barko ni Magellan ngan Juan Sebastian Elcano. They made arrangements to highlight not only the expedition's achievements, but also the men themselves who achieved these things. Different countries and different localities celebrated different things. Spain celebrated the entire expedition itself. After all, their king, Charles I, funded it all while emphasizing the role of the Spanish crew and Juan Sebastian Elcano, Magellan's second in command, who actually led the completion of the circumnavigation after Magellan's death in Cebu. Others chose to celebrate the achievements, the discovery of a westward route towards the Spice Islands, the birth of a new map of the world, and a relatively complete star chart which helps navigators both inland and on sea find their ways around. They also discovered a group of islands they had transformed into the Philippines, and in the process, Christianized and westernized the East. But what did our ancestors achieve along with these great and magnificent things? Ano ang amo han aton mga tulin, han aton mga kaapoy-apuyan, han pre-colonial Filipino? That is what the Philippine government, through the National Quincentennial Committee, thought about. What do we as Filipinos commemorate? Because of the Filipino-centric mindset in the planning of how our country ought to commemorate, there was an essential addition and shift in our commemorations. We put equal importance, if not more, in celebrating our own ancestors, not just Magellan or his landing in our shores, as we usually do in the past. To give a concrete illustration, for many years, the mural painting at the Magellan's landing site in Homonhon only depicted the landing of Magellan and his crew. Puros dito hagtaas ang irong ditohan mural, mga Espanyol. There was not even a single native or Filipino in the picture. So in 2021, the province of Eastern Samar and the local government unit of Giwan thought to change the painting to also include our own ancestors. Bulig na hira dito. If you go to Homonhon, itong mural, bulig na ang aton mga kasi mga taga-suluan. What makes our ancestors and by way of inheritance make us today great? One simple but equally valuable and great thing. It is kindness and humanity. Asyan era ginbilin haaton. All of you know the story. We have been telling this. Magellan, Elcano, and his crew had just crossed the vast Pacific Ocean you see behind us for 100 days. Ito niya na ang dinidiretso Pacific Ocean at yung kikita. Before Pacific Ocean did not know, nobody knew that it existed. They were weak, the Magellan's crew, they were weak, starving, sick, dying. They were eating rats and sawdust. Their last human contact was in Guam, but they encountered conflict with the islanders. When they spotted land at last, our beloved home, Samar Island, They saw hope and salvation. Then they went south and spotted our beautiful tiny island of Suluan. But they saw people there and decided to leave them alone, perhaps remembering the conflict in Guam. The following day, they decided to land in Homonhon, which according to Pigafetta was uninhabited. It was empty of people, but full of resources they needed. The clearest of waters, food, and rest, they landed safe at last. At this point enters our ancestors, ambag or amot to the world, an aton hatag parahan kalibutan. Remember the ancient people of Suluan that they previously saw. Well, the ancient Suluanon saw the crew as well. Whether by bravery or just plain curiosity, they decided to check them out and visit them. Nanginano ang aton mga kabugtuan na Suluan. At first, contact with the foreigners, Pigafetta recorded that our ancestors showed signs of joy. And when they discovered that the foreigners needed help, we offered it readily. We gave them food and friendship. Do we recognize that? Esteemed guests, I am asking that because Giwananons and Istihanons can immediately relate to that. Batasan ininaton, mga taga din ni Agiwan, mga Istihanon. That is our normal day-to-day behavior. We are always ready to help people, even those that we do not know. Hiara kita manginano, batasan naton pagsiring, nangaon na kamo, kad na pangaon kita. Asya gud permit aton gin tatapo iton aton mga bisita. For 502 years or more until today, we are known all around the world for this unique hospitality and care for others. This became the heart of the quincentennial ceremonies, especially here in Giwan. We recognize the value of Magellan and his crew, but we should also recognize our ancient forebears, their kindness, their humanity, and their valor, things we ought to preserve within us today. This, to me, is a worthy thing to commemorate. We are here to root ourselves in our history, to remind ourselves of what makes the best of us, and preserve the values that have been passed on from our previous generations for more than 500 years. As the leader of this humble town, it gives me pride that this is part of my heritage. As a Giwananon and an Istihanon, I hope you find pride in this too. Damo na salamat, haayong at kanan.
Thank you so much, Honorable Mayor Annaliz Gonzales-Kwan, for inspiring us all.